Morning, guys. On Proverbs 25, reading from verse 11 to verse 20. Like apples of gold and settings of silver is a word spoken in right circumstances. So the right word in season is a beautiful thing, and that's we normally think of an encouraging word, uplifting word, which is true. But there's also a right word in season when it comes to a rebuke, or a correction, or a reproof. And so verse 12 says, like an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold is a wise reprover, or in some versions rebuke, to a listening ear. And so there's got to be a listening ear when there's a rebuke, and often there's not a listening ear. We don't want to receive that truthful statement that's come our way. But it is beautiful to receive the truth so that we can learn and grow. And 24:26 it says, whoever gives an honest answer kisses the lips. So a true friend will give an honest answer because he cares for you. The enemy will tell you what you want to hear. And so a faithful messenger will always tell you the truth. And it's a beautiful thing to receive that truth. If you receive that truth, but said in love and received in love. Verse 13, like the cold of snow in the time of harvest is a faithful messenger to those who send him, for he refreshes the soul of his masters. There's something beautiful about a friend who's just encouraging you, but also just warning you and telling you the truth and say things aren't good. And we need to receive both good and bad. It makes me think of the book of Jude, where these apostates come and they are clouds without water. So they've got these big promises. They're saying this and that. It talks about autumn trees without fruit. So they're promising many great things, but there's nothing coming out of it. And whereas a faithful friend will always tell you the truth. Yeah, things are looking good, but there's problems. Verse 14, like clouds and wind without rain is a man who boasts of his gifts falsely. And so these prosperity preachers on the TV, they promise health, wealth, all sorts of things. They boast about a lot, but nothing comes of it. Verse 15, by forbearance or patience a ruler may be persuaded, and a soft tongue breaks the bone. And so a gentle answer turns away wrath. Being patient, not being aggressive, not being angry when you speak to someone, that forbearance can persuade someone. And soft tongue breaks the bone. Often we have that statement, sticks and stones don't break your bones. No, it will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. It's not true. Words always can hurt you. And words soft tongue can even break the bone. Verse 16, have you found honey? Eat only what you need, that you not have it in excess and vomit it. So we need to bring our bodies into subjection. Paul talks about beating his body into subjection. Learning self-control, learning restraint, learning moderation. Your body might want another pudding dish, or it might want some lustful or fleshly thing, but we need to learn to say no to our flesh. Even it could be your birthday, you deserve extra cake, learn to say no. Too much honey will cause you to vomit. Verse 17, let your foot really be in your neighbor's house, or he will become weary of you and hate you. And so it's important, even in moderation, don't abuse hospitality. There's certain guys who open up their homes, but you're the guy who keeps going around there for the parties. Eventually, he'll become weary and hate you. Verse 18, like a club and a sword and a sharp arrow is a man who bears false witness against his neighbor. Again, we must tell the truth in love. We must be a faithful messenger of the good and the bad. Like a bad tooth and an unsteady foot is confidence in a faithless man in a time of trouble. Everyone wants that good, faithful friend who's going to also uplift us, but tell us when things are going well, or going wrong and going well. We don't want to be the bad tooth or the unsteady foot. Verse 20, like the one who takes off a garment on a cold day, or like vinegar on soda, is he who sings songs to a troubled heart. And so the faithful messenger, the good friend, he will tell you the bad news, but he always tells it in love, gentleness, humility. He's not like the one who sings to a troubled heart. He's not the one who's trying to got many words of wisdom when you've lost a loved one and you're feeling bad, and he's got all these different stories. Faithful friend is not like it. He's wise with his words. Yes, he's there to tell you the truth, but in the same sense, it's how he tells you the truth that's also so important.